It's a problem across the country, and unfortunately, not all kids are as proactive as Trey. Joining us today via Skype to talk more on the bullying issue is cyberbullying expert and creator of EyeGuardian, Stephen White. Good morning, Stephen.
Hello, good morning.
Well, cyberbullying has been all over the headlines recently, especially after 14-year-old New Yorker Jamie Rodemeyer killed himself due to this online bullying. How do the advancements in technology change the way kids can bully one another?
Yeah, I think the tragic circumstances surrounding Jamie's case definitely highlight the main differences in how kids use technology to bully one another online. So as an example, I think as Trey was pointing out, is that kids will often say things online. They hide behind devices, electronic devices, computers, mobile phones, and say things that they wouldn't otherwise say face-to-face. Also, they will often use websites that allow them to post anonymously.
Okay.
I think it's important for kids and adults to remember that there's no changing your mind in cyberspace. So anything that you post, just assume that it's going to become public record.
All right, very important there. Now, what signs can parents look for to know if their child is being bullied or if, unfortunately, they are a bully?
Yeah, so the challenge with cyberbullying, of course, is that there's no physical signs to alert parents. So instead, you should look for emotional signs of distress. So in fact, the American Association of Pediatrics just recommended that the physicians include social networking health to their questionnaires while they're doing children checkups. For victims, it's very important for parents to recognize, as an example, a decrease in self-esteem, depression, and withdrawal from their normal online activities. And then on the other side, for bullies, obviously parents need to recognize the other signs includes aggressiveness, uncontrolled anger towards others that maybe manifests itself in many different ways, and also getting in trouble at school more frequently than usual.
Okay, excellent. Now, Ohio law has made it mandatory for schools to implement these bullying programs. How much emphasis do you think schools need to put on this compared to the parents?
Well, I think we as parents typically make a concerted effort to teach our kids as they're growing up to interact and play nicely in person, but most parents didn't grow up with the technology and the tools and the communication outlets that kids have today. So while absolutely I believe that parents are the first line of defense and should be involved and need to be involved, I do think it is, I hate to say the term community effort, but it does, I think educators need to get involved, law enforcement, and also psychologists. So there is, I believe, a growing trend, with Ohio law and other states are getting involved too, which is great, in introducing cyber curriculum, to the typical 3 Rs.
Okay, nationwide effort here. What can parents do to monitor their children's social networking and protect their kids?
Well, obviously, it sounds like a cliche, but the best thing parents can do is communicate and ask your kids questions and get involved with their online activity. Listen for the warning signs. Seek help if you suspect issues. I think that's very key is don't ignore it and assume it's just a childhood issue that'll go away. I think this is something that kids are crying out for help. So parents need to be involved. It's also, as with every other aspect in life, is to set boundaries and set expectations on what's appropriate behavior online. I think that goes, oftentimes uninvolved. So parents need to be involved. Also, get kids logins and passwords. So, and it's also obviously helps at a younger age. So if you start when the kids get online and set expectations that, hey, I need your login, I need your password, it's a lot easier than when they get to 17 and start asking for this information.
Okay, and EyeGuardian helps with that, right?
That's right. So I did, my company is developing software. It's free, so that's the great thing. And it will monitor kids' Facebooks, and we're about to come out with a new application for cell phones. But the idea is that we'll alert parents, via text message or email, to any kind of suspected bad content. That includes sexual, drug-related, bullying, as well as strangers.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
All right, thank you.
And for more on EyeGuardian, check out the website www.eyeguardian.com. First edition continues next with weather.
Your American dream is